Another day, just finished work, Friday thankfully, so it's the weekend, can get right into it. Had no sleep all week, been working all day, then going to bed at 2 AM every night. But Nitto Invos are on my wheels now, look pretty good, alright. So I just got to put the lettering on them, clean them right up properly, and it'll be looking pretty damn cool. Just have to move the RX-7 bumper and I'll lay them down on here. So these Nitto Invos are 235/40 18. The old tyres I had were 225, and that's on a 9.5 inch wheel. So it's not as stretched as it used to be, but they still look good. You don't really want to be stretching good tyres like this anyway. Here's the writing here, Nitto. 2 go on each wheel, tyre I should say. And you've got this glue here that comes with the kit. So first off, I'm just going to clean them up real good. I've just got some prep sol and a rag. You just want to clean up with alcohol the spot where you're going to put them. So since these tyres are brand new, what better time to put them on? I'm not going to be sanding them since they're brand new, I won't really need to. But if your tyres are already on and you've been using them, yeah, it's best to sand them back too to get a bit of grime off. So I've just cleaned up the back side of the lettering. Now I'm putting the glue on, spreading it out evenly, and then it can go on the tyre after everything's cleaned up. So I've just stuck it down and I'm applying pressure to it. So your fingers and then palm of your hand until you can see it's all flat and nothing's coming up. Just keep working away until it stays down nicely. So it's got that one down and the second one's down too. You have to apply pressure for quite a bit to make it set, and obviously got to try and make it opposite, but looks good, so I might test trial it on the car. Just got one popped on there. Looks pretty nasty if you ask me. So that's one wheel done. I just cranked on this gas heater because the winter months here in New Zealand, chilly conditions, and it's affecting my work ethic. So I'll get nice and warm. Means the glue will stick a bit faster too. There's another one done. It does actually take a bit of time pushing it down to get it to stick properly. If you're wondering why I've got gloves on, it's just so I don't get dirt on the surfaces, so they get a good stick. Common sense really. So that's it, all done, all 4. That surprisingly takes a little bit of time. So you have to keep holding down pressure for it to sit down properly, otherwise it keeps flicking up. But after it sets, it's good to go. More parts. Black joiners for the intercooler piping, because blue's ugly. And it's 10 AM. Adam here has sushi because JDM has
Japanese.
True JDM, eating sushi on the job. So since this intercooler kit was such a bad fit, the aftermarket joiners that I've got from Turbo Smart, since these are longer than this one the kit came with, it's actually fitting quite nice now. We just need to reposition this because it's in a completely wrong spot. That needs to go underneath for the EGR pipe, and then just need to mock up the rest of it to go to the intercooler. So hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Since everything's nearly all hooked up, let's fill up the radiator. Just got some more coolant here, Tectaloy, and I'll actually be able to run it up, get it warm, then let it cool back down and do the head studs, retorquing them. This is pretty much the last job, making the brackets for the intercooler and redoing the piping, since the ones that came with weren't so good at all. Just marking up this bracket here.
Get a nice little radius. Not gonna see it, but might as well do it properly, eh?
Engineering's finest. Just cambering them all my coilovers a bit more. Since the tyres are wide, I don't want them rubbing away since they're real expensive. And I'll sort it out to find the fitment once I've got a bit of spare time and the tune's done. There we go, the bracket's all cut. And if we have to, we can slot the hole so we can drop the intercooler up and down. Just trying to position it to drill the 2 holes here, making sure it's square, and then we can test fit the bumper on, make sure we don't need any cutting of the bumper. Want a nice snug original fit. Just test fitting the bumper, and it's pretty much perfect first go. The piping before was sitting in here, and we're going to have to cut this whole bit out here to fit the intercooler piping, but now it's sitting in this groove, nice and tucked up. Can't see it either. Good job.
Well done. So here we are at Super Shoot, but they don't have any tools around here, so go for a fucking wander, eh? Oh, nice tool cheese today. Fucking well done. Just borrow that for a second. Fuck it up there with it.
No tools on the job, so you have to find some.
Fucking inches, eh? Give a boy a man's job.
Trying to fish for horsepower, I think we're in the wrong section.
Oh, I think this one's a 10 horsepower one. This one's 10. $6, that's not too bad,
$6 for 10 horsepower.
Oh.
Because it's green too.
Wait, do you know where Philip is? Or Alan? I don't know, I might have to go try to find him, eh? Come on, go. I'm trying to find Philip, but I don't know where he is, eh? Oh, here you go. We've got Philippa. We've got Alan. We've got Alan. Oh, no. Down them.
So I have to relocate that pipe there and that one there. That's for the blow-off valve and that's for the EGR pipe. So I've just marked that spot there, cut that off. The blow-off valve will sit down there since it's impossible the way it's been made. And then that one will go under here for that pipe. And everything will be fitting nice and snug, as it should. So that's the 2 pipes off. Now we just need to block those 2 off and re-weld them in the proper position. So we're just grinding back the surfaces for when we cut and weld it, but I'm just going to polish it, re-polish it before that. Wild pond. Just setting up the polishing wheel.
Yeah. It's not good.
Polish. Pretty much brand new again, just need to wipe the polish off. Patches for the original holes.
Few times because the punches get stuck. The little thing. There you go. Nice.
Just like that. It's one patch. And the other one. Just need to weld them on now. bend them around a bit to fit the piping curves. Now it sits perfectly.
Getting that out of there.
Just punching the original pipe out that was welded in.
Don't want that in your fucking piston, eh?
You don't want that going into your engine.
Ellie, you don't need a sharp tungsten, just have it flat. Just have it poking out just past the remit. So, crank it up.
There we go. Second one done. Now we just need to cut the 2 holes. Drill in the pilot holes for the hole saw.
Turbo kicked in, 5,000 revs. Oh, it's falling. Turbo kicked in again. Nice.
Nice and snug like that.
All. Just stacking some dimes while everyone else is catching Pokemon. Dimes all day.
Diamonds are forever. There we go. There's one done. All done, just giving it a quick polish. Just set up the welder here in the workshop, just doing the last hangers on the exhaust up the front there, and then that's pretty much everything ready to go. I feel like lobsters for dinner. The tight fitment is real.
Oh. Lost the tungsten, but yeah, I found it.
So we're just looking all over the ground for the tungsten and the welder. Turns out it fell down inside, right
Fell
there.
down in the hole.
As you can see, Adam's struggling a bit because his helmet can't even fit under the car. Oh, when you need a hoist. Quick little weld. The sides solid as a rock. Yeah. So battery's dead, so we have to jump start it.
It's not working.
This car's still not starting. So just going to start it up now because we need to get it hot and then let it cool down overnight so I can retorque the head studs. But we're at the final stages before the tune. flipping light out here. Pitch black in there because it's so running so rich. Oh no. Patiently waiting for the temperature gauge to get to halfway before we can turn it off. It is black as in there. Just picked up these two genuine oil filters. Just want to drop the oil once again and change the filter. After I've done the cams, I just want to make sure everything's nice and clean. Who knows what could have dropped down there, and then I'll do another oil change after the tune. New filter here, pop that on. So I've let the engine cool down overnight. After its heat cycle, now I can retorque the head studs. So I've just got to back them all off one by one, working from the inward outwards. So what's your thoughts on these Calford cams?
Mate, I'm really impressed by how well these have run in and bedded in. They look like they've run in really nicely. I've put the feeler gauges across them and measured the clearance, and yeah, no, everything looks really, really good. Not too tight, not too loose.
Just the way you like it.
We've just finished dialing in the cams and that as well, so I've dialed those in. I mean, there's a little bit more info, a little bit more advancement on there. I haven't really gone too far at this stage until we know our numbers, you know, from a base, and then we can sort of advance them from there.
So
see if we're getting the benefit up top end and it's not dropping off.
So what sponsors are you wanting to thank?
Well, nothing at this stage, mate, but I mean, this is looking really good. And you can just see here, like, everything here is just, it's wonderful, mate. There's no, there's no gouges, there's no scarring, there's no flat spots.
Grinding marks? You know, because
everything's been lubricated very well. No, I'm really, really stoked, mate. Really, really stoked at how it's turned out here today.
Oh well, Matt from Ground Zero Motorsport, thanks for your time.
And we'll run it up and then we'll retorque those head studs and we'll see
you later.
Well, I mean, we'll be back once we've worked out exactly how much more advancement we've got on these, but I think where they're dialed in, mate, is just bang on the money, mate. I think it's bang on the money, so yeah, I think you'll be really, really happy with the results.
400 horse?
Yep, we'll see. I think there's a lot more in it, mate, but I think the biggest thing is going to be the size of that turbo at the end of the day, is just restricting it.
Oh, well, I'll see you at the end, $100 bet, mate. Yep. That's us.
Thanks for your time, boys.
Now. No worries, mate, we'll just carry on.
So that's that, all retorqued. So hopefully we don't have any leaks from now on, and the head's nice and snug and it gets a lot of boost going through. So unfortunately this radiator got a pinhole in it when the turbo is going in, because the clearance is like nothing because of the wastegate actuators hitting on it. So got to put a new radiator in 2 days before the tune, just to make things even more stressful. So I'm going to have to take this one out, and new one will be here tomorrow, 1 day before the tune, and I'll have to quickly get that in. Struggle is real. Just putting all the clamps on the intercooler pipe in here, get it ready to put on.
I hope you're putting 2 clamps on each of those, mate, because the amount of boost you're running is going to blow them off, mate.
Intercooler is fully mounted now. I've got these solid brackets here, made by the man himself once again. So we just got to put the intercooler piping all on now, and it's pretty much home straight, kind of. We'll see tomorrow.
You suck. Get on the broom. You're on the broom for 3 weeks.
Mate, can you pick one?
3 weeks. Then you're going to go up because it's ground zero. Ground zero.
Stop losing my feelings now.
Get on the broom. The broom. Broom. Now.
Mate, fuck the broom, mate.
No,
mate. No.
Bend over or put the sharp end up.
No, mate. No.
Get on the broom, 3 weeks on the broom.
No.
Then you might be able to touch car, right?
No.
Broom.
No.
Now broom.
No.
Broom.
No.
Broom.
No.
Get on the broom now.
It's been a big day. Just gonna get the lads a cup of tea.
This is how we warm it up.
1 sugar. The milk.
Right, we took cup, mate. Give a cup.
Intake.
There you go.
Intake.
Yuck.
Turbo drinking at its finest.
Oh, disgusting.
We'll put this back up here, warm it up, and then you can
One more.
Okay, ready?
Oh, yuck.